Experience the Bible in a brand new way. Big Idea Productions invites you to buckle up for the ride of your life with 321 Bible Academy. Basic, Interplanetary, Bible, Learning, Expedition. Kids will discover how to have a change of heart as they travel through space and learn how to be more like Jesus. 321 Bible Academy is an experience kids won't soon forget.
Today was totally awesome. We went to a Bible Academy in outer space. And we got Lisa, the Bible time person, to help us solve a problem on an alien planet. And we saw Kevin.
Wait, slow down, you guys. You go Liesel someone? What does that mean? And who's Kevin?
Hello.
Hi. Do you know where we're going? It all started at Mission Control, where we met Jason and Michelle. They told us all about Paul and how he helped spread the good news of Jesus. Then we went to lots of cool sites like a spaceship and a Milky Way cafe. Plus a penguin training center and an alien planet in Plaid. And the penguins were there too! We had to make lots of cool spacecrafts to help us remember what we learned.
Great. So, you got some for everybody?
And we got these great things from Compassion International, so we can make space in our life for a needy child.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
We had so much fun. I can hardly believe it. And now I know how God can change my heart so I can be more like Jesus. This just keeps getting better.
Kids will want to bring all their friends for an out-of-this-world experience. So get ready and buckle up for the ride of your life this summer at the 321 Bible Academy, where kids discover how to be more like Jesus. It's a ride you'll never forget. Big Idea Productions presents 321 Bible Academy. Basic, Interplanetary, Bible, Learning, Expedition.
All right, boys, strap yourselves in. It could be a bumpy ride.
Buckle up for the ride of your life as children and families are encouraged to let God change their hearts so they can be more like Jesus. Based on the teachings of Paul, children will blast through space and attempt to help alien planets deal with problems kids experience in everyday life. Just like Paul helped people in places like Rome, Corinth, Philippi, Colossae, and Ephesus, kids too will have a chance to share what they've learned about Jesus with others. This summer, kids won't have a chance to be bored because 321 Bible Academy is a countdown to fun and Bible learning that kids won't soon forget.
Wasn't it cool?
321 Bible Academy was a great experience for the kids who attended because they were able to use a variety of methods to learn their lessons. It wasn't just sitting down and listening. They were involved, they were active.
They were just very excited about being here. Now that was the thing that caught my attention right away.
They really get a lot out of it. I was really amazed at how much feedback we were getting from them, and even the kids who had just completed kindergarten, who we worked with, really were right there with us. They really knew what we were talking about, they were following.
Everybody was happy all day long. And that's quite a feat for the number of kids that we had here today.
But no time for small talk now. We've got work to do.
There you go.
Let's take a look at how this program works. Here's someone entering the 321 Bible Academy now. Why, it's Kevin. Kevin is starting out where the expedition begins as kids enter Mission Control at the 321 Bible Academy. Kids, called Space Cadets, are divided into 5 penguin squads. The squads are named after each of the 321 penguins and their spaceship. That means if you have 100 elementary kids in your program, you'll have 20 kids in each penguin squad. Kids gather together with their penguin squad groups at Mission Control. That's where they meet their space crew leader. To brief you on how that works...
Okay, let's make the briefing,
Truth?
Yes, well...
Right. Cadets are divided into small groups of 6 to 8 children who have a space crew leader that remains with them for the entire expedition.
I see.
This leader shepherds their group through the entire program, helps them process the session aims, and offers additional assistance as cadets travel through the Space Academy.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Hi, pumpkins! How are you today? Are you guys ready to become space cadets? Yeah! We're gonna have
At Mission Control, kids will be greeted by Jason, Michelle, and Grandma, characters from the popular video series 3-2-1 Penguins.
Are you guys ready to go through Bible Academy?
Yeah, we're so excited, Grandma.
Drum roll, please.
Each day starts off with a 3-2-1 Bible Academy song.
Makes me wanna clap, makes me wanna stop, makes me wanna jump, it just makes me wanna jump, makes me wanna clap, makes me wanna stop, it just makes me wanna jump, ba 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 ba.
After the song, kids will get to view a video segment where Jason, Michelle, and their penguin friends help them discover how God wants to change their heart.
Oh, that's Grandma to you, you little punks.
Who are these penguins? Well,
Now listen up. I'm Captain Zigil. This is my ship. Over here we have Dr. Fidgel.
How do you do?
This is the ship's pilot and engineer, First Officer Midgel. And, that's, Kevin.
Pleasure.
What does he do?
Mostly just does that.
Well, I hope you all have an awesome day, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Okay,
when the video is over, Jason and Michelle are ready to zoom off to new space territories.
Okay, so where are we going?
They've heard that Paul traveled to different cities to tell others about Jesus, so they're ready to explore new territories as well.
I think 3-2-1 Penguins is really great.
Yeah, I really like them because
Our dashing good looks,
I enjoy the
our snappy sense of fashion.
No!
I think they're really funny and I like them a lot.
Do I get a balloon then?
I have two boys who are very excited to watch them at home and like to imitate them on a daily basis, especially Kevin.
Engage landing gear.
Engaging landing gear.
All right, crew. Remember where we parked. Section P3. Let's go catch that shuttle.
Big Idea Productions and Compassion International have partnered together to encourage cadets to make space in your life for a needy child. Through this partnership, kids have the opportunity to be like Jesus by reaching out to others with God's love. What better way for kids to impact lives and reach out with the message God wants them to share? Make Space in Your Life for a Needy Child space banks are provided free of charge for each child in your program. These banks are distributed the first day of the program at Mission Control. Children may then take the banks home, along with directions for collection and a letter describing what Compassion International does for children all over the world. Families will even get an opportunity to sponsor a child of their own. Banks are returned either on the last day of the program or during the closing celebration program of the expedition. 3, 2, 1, get going! Each Penguin squad will zoom off to one of 5 interplanetary sites where they will spend the rest of the day learning how God can change their heart so they can be more like Jesus.
Greetings, Earthling.
Hey Michelle, look at all this cool stuff.
At Kevin's spectacular spaceship, kids will enter a fun and easy-to-build spaceship that floats in outer space. Zigil's alien planet of Plaid is a site that is out of this world and filled with fun as kids encounter inhabitants that really like things done in plaid. At Midgel's Milky Way Space Cafe, bright colors and lots of stars highlight this retro 50s type diner with an alien theme. Midgel's Galactic Observatory is the spot where cadets will study the constellations and learn ways to enjoy our interplanetary existence. At the 3-2-1 Bible Academy Training Center, kids will train for some interplanetary fun where their penguin friends graduated from. Each penguin squad will travel to a different Space Academy site each day of the program. At each site, lessons are broken down into 5 main sections, each devoted to helping kids learn how to be more like Jesus. Each activity has been kid-tested.
Tested? Tested?
Tested.
Yes, tested. So there are no surprises when you dive into your directions. 3, 2, 1, Part 1, Locate.
Welcome to Kevin's spaceship.
This portion of the session introduces cadets to the 321 Bible Academy Interplanetary site. Kids will be greeted by a site leader and introduced to the lesson focus.
Here's what we learned! I will love others like God loves me.
I don't know what you've been told.
Cadets will be encouraged to start thinking about what this lesson has to do with them through an activity that draws them in, gets them excited, and gets them involved. Here's a leader tip. Be on the lookout for children who are new to your church. Help them to feel involved by asking questions like, do you know who Jesus is? 3, 2, 1, Part 2, Elaborate.
If you have any encouragement from being united with Christ, if any comfort from His love, if any fellowship with the Spirit.
This part of the session encourages cadets to help other planets who experience many of the same problems they do.
Here's what we learned! I will make choices that will please God.
We've received a report on our fax machine. The planet Wait Your Turn is in crisis.
Wait a minute. You guys get your directions on a fax machine?
Yes. Why?
May I have a volunteer, please? Would you like
Cadets will receive an interplanetary distress call from the space fax machine. This distress call relates to the session aim and everyday life.
So, what's the crisis?
That we don't know. We were low on toner.
Then, leaders will activate the penguin pulley, where they'll receive advice from one of the 4 penguins about how to proceed.
Pray.
Let's get on with our mission, boys. Engineer Midgel, engage hyperdrive.
These lovable penguins will take kids through a simple 6-step process that includes prayer, exploration of the problem, and digging into the Bible.
Sensors indicate fun.
Here's what we learned! I will put God first.
So the final instruction from Vigil is to gleasel someone for help. So let's do that.
3, 2, 1, Bible!
Kids will wrap it all up by gleaseling someone from the Bible to help. Kids will use a 3-2-1 contraption called a gleaseler to transport someone from Bible times into the present time through a time machine.
Dr. Vigil, gleasel him.
Right away, Captain.
These gleaselers are right out of the video series 3-2-1 Penguins, where Jason and Michelle are gleaseled into space. Here's a leader tip. Be sure you have a Bible for every child in the program. God's Word is the most important part of the 3-2-1 Bible Academy experience. Show kids how to use a Bible by pointing out the difference in the Old and New Testament, showing them how to find a book in the Bible, and then by pointing out how to find the chapter and verse. 3-2-1, Part 3, Illuminate.
But be transformed!
We call this alpha. What do you call it?
Skits are provided for drama leaders that are gleaseled into the present so they can talk to cadets about what was happening when Paul tried to minister to the church in their city. They will also ask kids to actively get involved in each day's presentation.
Here's what we learned! I will tell others about Jesus.
Presenters will not only translate what Paul had to say, but they will encourage kids to let God change their heart so they can be more like Jesus.
That's a very good idea.
Turn the page, partner. Yeehaw!
Here's another leader tip. Encourage drama leaders to make their presentations come alive. Recruit adults or teens who are willing to dress in Bible time costumes. Memorize their roles, or only use note cards, and engage children into each miniature production.
The drama and the Bible presentations worked so smoothly. It was great to have the character gleaseled in. It really caught the kids' attention.
And they get into it, and they start to laugh, and they wave, and the person who's doing the drama is able to suck them in.
They presented the lesson in a great way that the kids were not being preached at. They were entertained.
As a certified teacher, I know that kids need to learn things in a variety of methods, and you can't just do one thing. So this was just another creative way to bring God into their hearts.
Here's what we learned! will show Jesus to others by how I act.
Here's a leader tip. Challenge kids to use what they learn to solve the interplanetary problem. If they don't know how to help the planet in trouble, they may have missed something important. If that happens, take the time to review the message. 3, 2, 1, Part 4. Integrate. Cadets can explore the session aims in a variety of fun ways. Each of these exploration activities leads back to the session aim. Leaders can choose from a variety of crafts, games, snacks, and a worship experience that all correlate with the site or session aim.
Here's what we learned! I will get ready to live God's way.
The menu of activities help leaders to build a program based on time, budget, and participant needs. So instead of leaders agonizing over what to do, leaders will find all sorts of choices with easy-to-follow directions for each one.
I think 321 Bible Academy for all the leaders is great because we have so much support. We're not out there on our own.
The fact that everything is so laid out, everything is included in the packet, we know everything we have to deal with.
You know, the leaders that were participating in this program really looked like they were enjoying what they were doing.
It's a program where you have a lot of support.
Very helpful compared to other programs that I've worked with in the past.
Here's what we learned! I will let Jesus rule in my heart so that I can be a peacemaker.
Let the games begin!
Woo-hoo! Look, everybody, no hands!
Every game cadets play will encourage everyone to participate, have fun, and apply what they learn. Here's a leader tip. Encourage kids to use snack time for relationship building. Space crew leaders are great for offering a helping hand to site leaders and reminding kids of how the lesson aim ties in. 3, 2, 1, Part 5. Activate.
We need your help!
Kids apply what they've learned with 3 different life application activities. These activities help kids answer the question, what does all this have to do with me? It also encourages kids to apply what they've learned to everyday life so that God can help them to have a change of heart.
Okay. So, what do we do?
The spacewalk encourages cadets to slip into a pair of space shoes and spacewalk over to the intergalactic spacewalk container. Cadets will select a real-life problem for their crews to discuss and apply what they've learned to solve it.
Here's what we learned! I will think about what is important to God so that I can do what is right.
Oh, good. I knew I'd get you. Come on. You go first. I'll mirror you.
Large group activities encourage kids to work together and share what they've discovered each day. These activities creatively challenge kids to live out what they learned.
Here's what we learned! I will be joyful because I know Jesus.
There were a lot of heads nodding when we would draw attention to certain circumstances. So how many of you have been in this situation and the hands would shoot up?
I learned being like Jesus today because he sacrificed his life, and we discussed about that, and sometimes like you sacrifice your life, so like if you're fighting over a toy with your sister and you would let your sister have the toy.
They were teaching us that how you act to other people would it would kind of tell them about Jesus without you even have to say it.
I could hear some of that interaction going on where they were talking about some of the things that they learned and even talking about maybe even going home and trying some things with their own brothers and sisters that couldn't participate in the program.
Right. Perfect. You girls.
Oh, look at that.
Time capsule activities help kids to personalize each session and remind them of how they learned to be more like Jesus.
That's a great souvenir.
Great. So, you got some for everybody?
Here's what we learned! I will care about others like Jesus did.
Here's a leader tip. Be sure every child has a chance to personalize the lesson aim so they know how to apply what they've learned as they leave the 321 Bible Academy. At the end of each day, kids will be motivated to go home and share what they've learned with others, especially their families. Kids are provided with a penguin letter and a family connection page that offer great activities for the entire family to participate in together. Next, 3, 2, 1, get ready. There are 2 primary leaders responsible for guiding children in this program: site leaders and space crew leaders. Site leaders are responsible for putting together just one lesson that they repeat to different squads of space cadets the entire week.
It's much easier to do our jobs that way.
There are 5 site leaders needed for this program. Site leaders present the Bible story, lead cadets through the interplanetary problems, guide cadets in crafts, games, and snacks, and point kids through life application activities so they can personalize what they've learned.
I really like that the teachers stay in one spot and the kids rotate to them. Because for the teachers to really prepare and master one lesson is just phenomenal, because boy, by the end of the week they're going to be masters at it, and it's so much easier for the volunteers because they didn't have to go home today after we finished one day and figure out what they're going to do tomorrow. They went home today and they're going to relax and they're going to be with their families.
Space crew leaders lead small groups of space cadets through the program all week.
Huddle up, everybody!
These leaders need no preparation time and focus on relationship building. They help cadets see how God can change their hearts so they can be more like Jesus.
As crew leaders, we stayed with the kids all day. So we got to know them, we got to know their names, we could call them by name, we could help them with something, and I think what's nice about that is we're going to be able to continue to follow them through the entire week. So we're going to develop a rapport with those kids, and we're going to be able to reinforce lessons. There's not a lot of preparation involved with being a crew leader, just a willing heart.
For churches who have leaders that want to take charge of crafts, games, snacks, music, or drama, each of these activities has been put into a separate leader training manual for just that purpose. Setting up your 3-2-1 Bible Academy is as easy as, 1, 2, 3.
No job's too hard when you use your head.
3-2-1 directors have been provided with room decorations that can be copied onto a transparency. Simply shine these transparencies onto a large piece of cardboard, a sheet, or a piece of newsprint by using an overhead projector. Trace the pattern and then color in the design. Hang these designs in a prominent location at each site.
It just might work!
3-2-1 directors and site leaders are also provided with lots of suggestions for how to decorate each site. Each site will use 5 fun interplanetary tools to help cadets blast off each day.
So, what do we do?
The space fax machine is constructed out of an ordinary box and is decorated with thematic paper. A slit is cut into the machine large enough to accommodate the fax that kids get to pull out of it. The penguin pulley is made out of nylon twine and wrapped around a pulley so it can be moved in 2 directions. Kids will use this to receive help from the penguins and send solutions to planets in trouble. The Galizeler and Time Machine transport Bible time characters into the present. The Galizeler can be any type of fun gadget you choose to create. The Time Machine can be an elaborate appliance, or it can be created very simply by hanging the theme poster onto the door of your room. Spacewalk shoes are made by turning shoe boxes into loafer-styled shoes. Just decorate them with colorful space paper. Time capsules are made out of oatmeal or Pringles containers. Kids can paint or cover with any type of space paper and use them throughout their space journey to collect great reminders of their expedition.
Well, looks like our work here is done.
The 3-2-1 Bible Academy provides you with everything you need to help kids have a change of heart. A change that will encourage kids to build a relationship with Jesus and learn how to be more like Him. It's all wrapped up in a space journey they won't soon forget. So 3, 2, 1, buckle up for the ride of your life.
It might not be that bad of a summer after all.